Greetings and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to go over another dating note card. This time it is a female dating note card. Those are the really interesting ones that we tend to go over on this channel. So let's just get into it. Female, age 40, SLT +2, so Central Standard Time. Sexual orientation, pansexual. How many know what pansexual is? Alrighty, we will look up the definition of pansexual. We'll look it up in the Webster Dictionary. Sorry, Urban Dictionary. Pansexual, of, relating to, or characterized by sexual or romantic attraction that is not limited to people of a particular gender identity or sexual orientation. They're attracted to all kinds of people, regardless of their gender, sex, or presentation. They're not gay or straight. Yeah, so tending to suffuse all experience and conduct with erotic feeling. A pansexual is someone who can be attracted to males, females, transgendered people, and those who identify as non-binary, which is not a female or a male. So that's what you've learned today, if you didn't know. Moving on. Looking for the right connection. What is that? What, the right Wi-Fi connection? Internet connection? Like, what is it? What kind of connection? There are all different types of connections. A connection of what? Of connection based on lust, a connection based on any of the seven sins. What is it? What kind of connection? Like, do you want to be friends first, then see where it goes type of connection? Well, what type of connection? Open to RL or just SL relationship? SL. RL can be a thing with the right person, but it's not something I'm looking for. Okay, well, that's a boundary. Do you like to talk on voice? Once I get to know you better, absolutely. Okay. Well, what does getting to know one better entail? Well, what does that mean? What are the hurdles of that? What makes you happy? Snacks, music, wandering aimlessly, music. My family cuddles music. So apparently this chick is into music. Okay. And wandering aimlessly. That sounds very non efficient. Snacks? Okay. So she's a snacker. If food makes you happy, then well, food makes you happy. What are your hobbies in Second Life? Given that I'm coming back from an extended break, I'm very much into wandering around and seeing what's new and what's still around. I love taking pics and spending time with those close to me. Well, obviously, you're looking for someone to spend time with that is closer to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have filled out this date and note card questionnaire. So apparently, that's not enough. You're looking for more. The right connection of whatever that may entail. What are some qualities you are looking for in a potential partner? Honesty is number one. Don't lie to me. There's no need for it. I want someone that knows how to have fun but can be serious if necessary. Someone with a fire is a huge plus. If I can laugh with you and enjoy going out and doing things just as much as sitting at home curled up with you, then we're in a good place. That's what I want to find. Someone to share this crazy world with. Now, apparently they want to find someone to share SL with because, it's SL for now. And later on, maybe. If it's the right person, it can go into RL. But SL is certainly a crazy world. It certainly is. It is a world full of all sorts of different people from all sorts of different backgrounds with all sorts of different types of raising. To find the perfect someone, that's a folly. That's not going to happen. No one's perfect. To find the absolute number 10 of the man or female of your dreams in Second Life, Yeah, that's not going to happen either. Honesty. Everyone, we all want honesty. We don't want lies. Nobody wants a lie. Nobody. Nobody. Moving on. Do you RP? So what kind of RP? It's been ages, but I've done a lot of high fantasy in the past. Okay, that's all right. Do you have a family in Second Life? I have a very small family that I love dearly. My dad, brother, and sister have been with me what seems like forever. I also have two kids that pop in from time to time. One of them became my RL best friend. So this is a chick who's into the whole family thing. Family, right? Now I'm not gonna get on my soapbox about SL families, but if you're a dude and if you happen to read this note card, you will see my dad, brother, and sister and be like, oh, I would if I was a dude. That might be that would be a turnoff because that would be more hurdles. Because if the dad doesn't like you, well, that's a problem. If the brother is jealous of you, that's a problem. And if the sister wants you, then well, yeah, that's a problem. So all these can be a potential problem. How important is family to you in Second Life? Family is everything. I'd love to find someone to build an SL family of our own with. Okay, alrighty. Is having sex in Second Life with your partner important to you? It can be very important, but the connection has to be there. If there isn't a connection, there is no sex. And if there is no sex, then we're just friends. Well, there's that word connection again. Now, using the word connection on these date note cards can be a bit of a mm, well, it's a cliche really. What type of connection would be better to know? To actually define the type of connection one is looking for would be highly more important to know. Now, in this regard, it could be read that the connection itself is sexually based. Is that true? Is that what they mean? Like a sexual connection or chemistry or something totally unrelated to anything lustful, and it could just be merely something unexplainable. Who knows? Who knows? Are you into BDSM? If so, are you a sub, dom, domain, or verse? I'm a switch, but it's not something that is absolutely necessary. It does come into play on its own simply because that's who I am. That said, I'm not looking for a dom or a sub. So they're a switch, but it's not something that is absolutely necessary. Here's the thing. Whenever I see in a date note card, but it's not something that is absolutely necessary. If it's necessary enough for them to put it down, then it's necessary to a certain point that it's a high I would like to have of that person. Now, if there was a not into BDSM at all person that responded to this note card, then, maybe they talked, hooked up, or whatever. That could be a problem later on down the road. This thing that was stated, it's not something that is absolutely necessary. Because if you're a switch or if you declare yourself a switch, then you may have those urges. And when you let those urges out, the other party will be like, uh, yeah, I'm not into this because they're vanilla. Who knows? Who knows? So it's better to say your your would like to haves in a sincere way and never associate them with, but it's not something that is absolutely necessary. I think that's a bit of a false statement. Anything else you would like to add? I'm a gamer and love music. That said, if our music doesn't mesh, things might not work out. Yeah, seems superficial, but it's the truth. I can't stand modern mainstream rap and hip hop and country is very hit or miss, mostly miss. Get into the metal and electronic worlds and you have my attention, more metal hard rock than anything. My priority will always be RL because I am a mom to a 5-year-old hellspawn. My schedule bounces a bit because of her, but I'm open to communication via Discord when I'm not able to be online. Apparently, you're going to have to like kids. Like, physical world kids because she has a 5-year-old health spot. And if your music doesn't match hers, she ain't gonna be interested. And she admits that that is superficial, and it is. I mean, really, it is. There you go. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe this is the near perfect female for someone else. Who knows? This one for a female date note card, it's not as harsh as the ones that I've read previously. It seems that her personality is coming through. I mean, she's honest about the music thing. Um, the only thing that I really don't like is the right connection. And and I know it says pansexual, and we already went over the definition of pansexual, but this note card was in the female seeking men section. Now there is a whole wall dedicated for pansexuals. If I was a real dude, I'd be like, pansexual. I'm gonna have to look that up. I look it up. Oh, so she can't make up her mind. Well, yeah, I ain't interested. It's too complicated. That's how I would be if I was a dude, but I'm not a dude. This here, though, if there isn't a connection, there is no sex. And if there is no sex, then we're just friends. That sounds. The whole point of having intercourse is to populate, is to give offspring, is to extend the species, right? As a man, their job is to spread their seed. As a woman, their job is to catch the seed and birth it and then grow it. That's the whole point of sexual activity traditionally. Now, can one have a meaningful, more than a platonic relationship that doesn't have any sex involved? Sure, they can. Absolutely, they can. Does that take a type of connection? It does. What type of connection? It depends on those two people. But to say if there's no sex, then we're just friends, I think that's rude. I mean, you could have like deep feelings for someone and not have sex. I mean, sex at its bare base is, well, this is my viewpoint of it, is it's lustful, right? Others see sex as an expression of love. That is making love, right? Sharing love with someone else. But it's not sex. That's just how I look at it. I think that is going to cover that note card. That was a quick one. If you have any comments, feel free to share them in the comment section below, and make sure that you hit that unsubscribe button and that dislike button because I know someone out there is going to do it anyway. So I'll see y'all next video. Bye.